Hello everyone, in this lecture we will be looking at a very important and slightly advanced topic, the array of pointers. This concept becomes very useful when working with dynamic data, especially in C, C++ and other low-level languages. So, what exactly is an array of pointers? It's an array where each element is not a direct value but a pointer. That is a memory address pointing to another variable, value, or object. Instead of holding actual data, the array holds references to where the data is stored. This is really useful when dealing with dynamic memory, variable length data, or even objects in object oriented programming. Let's visualize how an array of pointer works. Imagine you have an array with three indexes 0, 1 and 2 and they have store a value 1, value 2 and value 3. But there is a catch. These values are not directly stored to the array. In place of these values, we store their addresses where they are pointing. So in general, pointer array doesn't store the actual value. In place of actual value, it stores the addresses. Now you might be wondering why go through all this instead of just using regular arrays. Well, here's why. It's very efficient when working with strings of different lengths. Dynamic arrays that grow or shrink, functional pointers, array where values are stored in separate location. It saves memory, especially when handling large or variable size data, and it makes code more flexible and powerful in low level programming, where speed is the must necessary thing. A common example of an array of pointer is an array of string. Strings are stored separately in memory, and the arrays hold the addresses of the first character of each string. Let's say names. There is an array which contains the names of three students, Rahul, Ankit and Sita. Here names of 0 doesn't store the string Rahul directly. Instead, it holds the memory address of the first character of Rahul. This lets us manage a string of different length easily. Now a quick heads up. Since pointers are powerful, they also come with risk. Common mistakes include forgetting to initialize pointer before using them, accessing invalid memory location which can crash your program, modifying pointers value without understanding what they point to. So always be careful while working with arrays of pointer. Proper memory management is the key. That wraps up today's session on arrays of pointers. We have seen how they work, why they are useful, and where to use them effectively. In the next lecture, we will start with a very important concept, the sparse matrix, where we focus on memory efficient ways to store large but mostly empty arrays. Thanks for being here. See you in the next class.